Hello everybody, welcome to Football Language, welcome to the Premier League. Today Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal are playing and I watched Football Club Barcelona Levante, so I didn't watch the first half of this match. Tottenham won, Arsenal won. Okay, we can see the statistics. 27% of possession for Tottenham, 73 for Arsenal, 0.3 expected goals for Tottenham, 1 for Arsenal. So maybe Arsenal deserved more in the first half than Tottenham. And okay, this is the first goal of Eze. 5 goals, Eze, 4 against Tottenham Hotspur. Wow, Eze, incredible. He just scores again Tottenham. Okay, we are in half time and this is the first goal. I would like to watch the Tottenham Hotspur's goal, please. Okay. Hey, you are here, my friend. There is another surprise for you, Christopher. If we drop points, I'm gonna rage so bad. Okay. Yeah, I understand you. Thank you for watching. Thank you to come here. Thank you very much. Okay. Let me see the table. Arsenal 59 points. With this draw. And Manchester City 56. And why Manchester City? Arsenal is the only team which played 28 games. No, and Wolverhampton. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. The important thing is if Manchester City win this match, the 28th match, they will have 59 points like Arsenal. So Eze rejected Spurs and came for Arsenal just to score against them all the time. Incredible. I read that 5 goals in this season, Eze, 4 against Tottenham. BTW, what's the filth on the wall? Remove that. BTW, what is this? Eze? I don't know. I don't understand, Christopher. I'm sorry. But while I want to explain to you why this shirt on my wall. This is a present of the son of my teacher in Britain, in England. Means, by the way. By the way, thank you very much. By the way, Eze rejected Spurs and came for Arsenal just to score against them all the time. By the way, what's the filth on the wall? Remove that. Okay, let me explain. Because yesterday I put my Arsenal t-shirt, my Arsenal shirt, and it's from my brother and it's very, very old. This is obviously better. And I suppose today Tottenham is the poor team. Not poor, but in terms of level, of course, Arsenal is much, much better. So I want to put this shirt on this wall, but if for you it's a problem, I can put the Arsenal shirt because you are the best friend of the channel, so obviously. But I wanted to explain to you why this shirt. Therefore, I put this shirt on my wall. I went to England. I told you yesterday. I lived in Chesterfield, and I don't know why, but the teacher he's from Chesterfield, a town near Manchester, but he is a Tottenham Hotspur supporter, and one of his songs is a Tottenham Hotspur supporter, the other one is a Liverpool supporter, but this guy is really a Tottenham Hotspur supporter. Until last year, because this season he hasn't season tickets of Tottenham Hotspur, but until last season he had season tickets, so he went every football match to London, every Tottenham Hotspur football match to London to watch the football matches. Incredible, because I went with him one match, a FA Cup match, Tottenham Hotspur against Aston Villa. There is another YouTube channel, because I have 4 YouTube channels in English, in Spanish, in Italian, and Football Language TV World. It's another channel to put my life. It's like a vlog, more like a vlog, and you can see my experience in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And he gave me this shirt. Is the original shirt. Is one of the shirt of Dejan Kulusevski, but he didn't use this shirt. I preferred the shirt of James Maddison, but maybe it's not my size. I don't know. Maybe it's not my size. But he gave me that. Dejan Kulusevski is a present. It's the original Premier League. It's incredible. It's Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, my brother told me, really? Tottenham Hotspur? Isn't there another team in England? Really? Because I told you my brother is a gunner. But if you want, I can change my shirt. But I can put this shirt on the wall and celebrate the Arsenal goals. We have a deal, okay? Christopher says, if it's a gift, it can stay, but my heart pains seeing that shirt. No, but mate, you told me never Manchester City and never Manchester United. You didn't tell anything about Tottenham, and I asked you about that, but I have another surprise, but maybe later, or another football match. Damn, that boy was a serious fanboy. Yes, of course, because I went with him maybe more than 2 hours by car. All the day on the road. No. Wow, I don't know, I don't remember, but it was too much. But for me, it was a extraordinary experience because I had to speak with him, of course, in English. So for me, it was perfect. 12, 13, 14 hours with him every day with speaking in English, but a little bit in Spanish because he told me, I know something about Spanish. I was very, very good in Spanish at school. And I told him, okay, if you want, we can practice. If that's your chance to practice a little, and you are helping me, so I can help you. So yes, we spoke a bit in Spanish. Above all, I spoke Spanish because he maybe he was good in Spanish at school, but it's not really real Spanish. When you speak with a native Spanish speaker or whatever language, you realize, wow, I don't know speak Spanish or English, but he is an extraordinary guy, really, because he is not obliged to go with me to the Tottenham Hotspur stadium. He got the tickets because it's not easy, and one friend of him gave the tickets. Obviously we paid, but it was incredible. It was incredible. I'm very, very grateful. The only problem is a Tottenham Hotspur supporter. And yes, I would have preferred to go to maybe a Old Trafford or Emirates Stadium, of course, but or Stamford Bridge, maybe a mythical an stadium like Old Trafford or Stamford Bridge, because Emirates Stadium or what's the name of Etihad Stadium are very, very new, or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but okay, it's okay. It's a spectacular stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Incredible. I think they have better stadium than the squad. Christopher says, see, I told you can be a Spanish teacher. Yes, thank you for your encouragement. Or you are lucky I never went to a football game, and no disrespect, you went to the City's team stadium, Tottenham. Yeah, but you never went to a football game in England or also in USA? In India, never. Did you ever, or have you ever watched a football game in India or in USA or in what, or wherever place? I don't know. Tell me. Okay. The second half is about to start. Gabriel Jesus on the bench, close to Martinelli, and what is this? Kepa Arrizabalaga. Okay, this is the history of the story about this shirt, Christopher. But I'm Arsenal supporter today. If you are here, I don't have a team. I'm not a supporter. Maybe I just celebrate the Spanish national team goals. Just them. The rest of the goals, okay. If Tottenham Hotspur play very well, I don't think so, because I saw them, and no, just Xavi Simon is a player who tries to do something different than the rest. If Arsenal play well, I will celebrate the Arsenal goals. Okay, the second half is in progress. Tottenham 1, Arsenal 1. You and me, best friend from now on, bro. Whoa, thank you very much. But tell me about that football games. I'm curious. I would like to know. In a football stadium, have you ever been in a football stadium watching a professional football match? If not, I have to go to Mississippi, to Jackson, no, the name, to Mississippi, and maybe we can. Maybe this year we can watch a football match in the World Cup. If my boss sacked me, if my boss sacks me, maybe I can take one. No, it's very, very expensive, but maybe. Whoa, what a goal, Jokeres. What a goal. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Arsenal 2. Very, very strong. A strong kick. Okay. Maybe I can go to USA this summer, and we can go to a football match, but maybe the tickets are very, very expensive. Maybe we can go around the stadium and live in the atmosphere. Okay. Christopher says, I went to a cricket game in India. It was India versus Pakistan. Wow. It was a very good environment. It was like a war. Lol. And in USA, there is nothing to see in Mississippi. Okay, yes, I suppose. But nothing. Is there a professional football team in Mississippi or near Mississippi? Soccer team, football team, basket team. Baseball, I don't know, some professional sport team in Mississippi. Habib, the tickets, even I can't afford this. It is the most expensive tickets for a World Cup. Yes, yes, yes. I know, mate. But maybe it's once in life. Not in my case, because the next World Cup will be in Spain. For me, it's easier. I'm from Spain. I have a house. my mother's house, or my brother is living in my house now. So I can go to Spain, and I live in Zaragoza. Zaragoza is a city not in the middle, but is well connected. It's well linked. It's in the middle of Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, Bilbao, 4 big cities in Spain. So also Zaragoza is a big city, and they are building a new stadium in Zaragoza just for this competition, for the World Cup. So maybe in 2030 I will able to watch a World Cup football match in 4 years. We will see. For me it's very, very expensive going to USA, of course, to watch one match. There's expensive tickets. I think it isn't worth paying a lot of money for a ticket of a football match. Okay, the environment. In your case, I think you should go to an event, maybe like, Everetietse, Palinha is out, Everetietse, what a player! Ooh. Okay, for example, your experience, India against Pakistan, I suppose this is the best match of cricket in a season or in a year. India Pakistan. So yes, I'm sure it was a good experience. I heard something about cricket. There are 2 types of cricket, I think. One type, matches are normal, but there is another type of cricket. One match can be 5 days, something like that. I thought, wow, incredible. Maybe too boring. I don't know. But no, I'm sure that match was incredible, the environment. I believe you. But maybe the next time you can watch a football match, a soccer match in USA. I suppose it's not the best option, watch World Cup in USA. Maybe I will do that in Spain. But if I go to USA, goal! It's foul! Clear foul of Colomwani. Our referee whistled foul. Igor Tudor says, Igor Tudor is the manager. Okay. So Thomas Frank was sacked. Now is Igor Tudor, the football manager. Okay, Gabriel, exaggerate, but it's foul. Obviously, it's foul. Colomwani. Even in England, I don't like fouls. I prefer watching football continue, but in this case it's clear foul. Okay, the goal hasn't allowed. Okay, I don't think there is football, but there is some basketball which I can't understand. Yes, basketball. I like tennis, for example. I like football or tennis, but if I go to USA, maybe I would go to a NBA match or NHL match or NFL match, or I suppose, no? Not football, not soccer, no. Soccer in Europe is better. Maybe in Miami I would go to see the goat. But I agree with you. Christopher says, I will come for Spain. You have to take me to a game and treat me to dinner, and you come to India. Cause honestly, USA is it. Nothing to see. India, I will take you to a football game and some dinner. Okay, thank you, mate. I would like that. Yes, I hope one day. You are very kind. Thank you, Christopher. In India, if you come, I will take you to a cricket game. Yes, it will be. It would be very, very interesting. I would like very a lot. A cricket game, cause football has some very rowdy fans. Rowdy fans, like rough or dangerous, or rowdy fans. Rowdy fans. Okay, rowdy, noisy, no? But better, no? Maybe the environment is better. But no, I don't know if the meaning is it is dangerous. I'm not sure. Their noise is not a problem, but yes, fightings, no. Yeah, cricket can be 5 days. It is boring, but it has the most aggressive movements. I went for a 3-hour match, which was sexy. Wow. I didn't know that. Interesting, Christopher. Really interesting, Christopher. In Kerala, it's a once in a lifetime experience, but it's kinda dangerous some fights. Okay, I understand. I thought of that. Okay, Kerala, it is your city. Did you born in Kerala, state of India? Kerala, in south of India, near Sri Lanka. In my Italian lessons, there are 2 Sri Lanka women. 2 women from Sri Lanka. Kerala. How long did you live in India, Christopher? Currently I'm playing to shift to Bangalore, where I was born. Bangalore. But my uncle is from Kerala, so went there. Okay. Bangalore. Bangalore is a big city. Really? Isn't it? Bangalore. Also in the south of India. Bangalore. Bengaluru. Bengaluru? Bangalore. Why two names? How many people? The metropolitan area. The second goal of Everett, it's incredible. 6 goals in a season, 5 against Tottenham. Incredible. Incredible. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Arsenal 3. The Bengaluru metropolitan area had a population of around 8.5 million. Wow! It's one of the biggest cities in the world, the whole world, I suppose. Making it the 5th most populous urban agglomeration in the country. Wow. Well, city. India is a big country, of course, with a big population. And probably there are a lot of Indian people living in other parts of the world, not just in India. India is just an experience. It's just India. You can't describe it. It's chaotic at some places, but very peaceful at other places. It's just India. Yes, I'm afraid. I'm very fearful. I'm very fearful. For example, I would like to go to Africa or Asia, South America, of course. But I don't know. I'm fearful. Fearful? What's the word? I don't remember. Fearful. I'm fearful. But if, for example, if I go with you to India, okay, I will feel safe. It's not the same. I don't know India. I go to India, I don't know. But I suppose that there is everything in your mind. It's not maybe, yes, you have pay attention. You have to pay attention in some quarters, but every place in the world can be dangerous. But really, for me, it's very, very important, safety. And in Switzerland, I feel safe. I feel safe. Bangalore is like the fancy area of India. Why? Are there a lot of things to do, or I suppose a city of 8.5 million of people? Wow, incredible. Did you know one of India's native languages is Singaporean national language, because so many people live there? Wow. I didn't know that. Incredible. Mangalore is one of the safest cities because everything is digital, but be careful of the food. Okay. Yes, I heard something. I think it's not just in India, in Asia. There are a lot of places to have food on the street, and maybe it's not very hygienic, very healthy, maybe. But I don't know. I've never been in Asia, in Australia, in Africa. I just traveled to Europe, to some countries in Europe, and once in the Caribbean place, Dominican Republic, but just in the hotel. I didn't go out of the hotel. Just once we went to Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon was the name. Blue Lagoon is like a beach, a beautiful beach with a clear water, blue water. The sand was white, or yes, nice beach, and we went in a boat or on a ship, but once 10 days, 12 days in Dominican Republic. The rest of my life I was in Europe, always in Europe, and I didn't travel a lot, really. I went to England 3 times, once to London 2 weeks, once 1 week, 4 days in London, 3 days in Liverpool, and 1 day in Manchester, Chester, which is near Manchester, and this time, the 3rd time, in Chesterfield, and places around Chesterfield. And we went to London just to watch the Tottenham Hotspur match. So in England 3 times, Belgium once, then maybe it was 4 days, in Ghent, I don't know in English the name, Ghent, Brussels, and Bruges, and 1 afternoon in Anvers, what's the name in English? Antwerp. Then once, no, in France, 4 times, maybe 4 times, 2 in Paris, but I don't remember because I was young and I don't remember. I would like to come back to Paris. And in Marseille, I don't know the name in English, twice, with a friend. I have a French friend, and he's from Marseille and he lives there. And I went with my friends 4 days. Last year 3 weeks alone. I lived in his house for 3 weeks near Marseille this time. In Italy, I'm living close Italy, just half an hour, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half by train from Lugano to Milan. But I went, yes, I walked around Milan once, but I don't know a lot of Italy. I went to Rome 1 week to a house of a friend of mine as well. I'm an Italian friend. I went to Rome, yes, and the rest, I suppose, in Europe. But no, the rest in Spain, but in Europe, all those were my trips in all my life. I 35 years old, so you can travel. Tell me about your trips, and Christopher, how long did you live in India? And I will read your comment. Bangalore has everything from malls to parks to one of the biggest software hubs. It's one of the greenest cities too. Wow, that is important for me. That is very, very important for me. Therefore, I live in Lugano. It's like it's in the middle of the nature and the mountains, and with a lake. It's a nice place. I don't like the big cities, but at least if you live in a big cities, I prefer a big city with a lot of parks, of course, and green zones. And in this case, a clear city, greenest city, without pollution. Yes, I like that. Why Caribbean is one of my dream location? I mean, it's just perfect. You could have explored it. Yes, I know. And we went. I went with my brother and my mother, and we want to go to the capital of Dominican Republic. I don't remember the name, but at the end we didn't go. And Chema is here. Hello Chema, how are you? Chema is a Spanish friend, and he he speaks in Spanish, but I can read his comments and translate them to English for you, Christopher. Chema said, "Oh wow, Arsenal play very, very well. It's my favorite team to win the Champions League." So Chema thinks the same as me. Chema thinks Arsenal will win the Champions League, but I'm not sure of that. It's the favorite for Chema and also for me, but I have to say Bayern Munich have the best front three. In my opinion, Michael Olise, Harry Kane, and Luis Diaz, maybe it's the best front three. Paris Saint-Germain won the last year and was an incredible team. So this year we have to say, okay, maybe they can repeat. But after that, maybe in England, Manchester City is coming back. Maybe they can be close to win the Champions League, but I think not. They aren't at this level, top level, and they are not a perfect team so far. Real Madrid is always there, so you have to count with Real Madrid, even when they aren't playing well, because they aren't playing well, but you have to count with Real Madrid and Football Club Barcelona. Lamine Yamal is not the same as the last year, but Football Club Barcelona played very, very well last year, and I don't want to discard Football Club Barcelona this year. Maybe I'm from Spain and I want to the Spanish teams do well in Champions League. Maybe it's my wise, and it's not their a realistic vision. I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you think, Christopher? Chema, I don't know what you're saying, but hope you are saying Arsenal gonna win. Yes, Chema says that. Don't worry, Chema is I told you, I don't want to repeat the same. You heard me. I'm sorry, bro. I'm a little repetitive sometimes. I'm sorry. Damn, bro, so many places you visited. I visited only like 8 states in India and USA. Okay, India and USA. I've never been in India. I've never been in USA, and I would like to visit India for one main reason: yoga. I think I'm curious with that, with yoga, and I suppose India is a dangerous country, or more dangerous than European countries, but on the other hand, I think this is the center of the peace, no? Of the yoga, in peace. I don't know why, but I suppose many people go to India to find themselves, and I think it could be really interesting. So, wow, 3 touches in opposing box, Tottenham, 44 Arsenal. Wow, wow. It means Tottenham is far to win. Christopher says, I lived in India for like 18 years. Oh, then stayed in USA for 4 years for basically fun and for education, but I learned nothing, but still got the degree. Okay, you have the degree, and now are you living in USA, in Mississippi, aren't you? So you got the degree, and are you working in Mississippi? Would you like to come back to India for living, or are you happy in USA? Now I gonna return from India with my parents, cause USA has racism. Yes, and Donald Trump is not an hero for that. Donald Trump creates hating, racism with his words, so it's the same. So after 4 years living in USA, your experience is not the best, I suppose. And I never been in USA, but I'm afraid about the guns, and I think USA seems a European country, but this thing of guns, I think is not a safety place. I don't know. I've never been there, but you can talk about that. So you want to come back to India, or your parents want to come back and you have to go with them? Tell me. I'm really interested in your history. Very interested in your history. No, lie, India is the best place if you have money. If have like 100,000 euros, sorry, you can go live like a king and focus on finding peace and all that. Okay. If not, you have to fight, you have to hard work. Yeah. Man, we had even got a 10-year visa because my father got a job. Even my mother got one. Still the police question us every day. And even I saw a guy getting shot. Ooh! Wow! In front of your face, you saw that. Wow. Okay, but tell me about your plan or your parents' plan. But you are 22. You can decide if you want to rest in. Oh, what a save, David Raya. on the line, on the goal line. I saw it from my car. It was a robbery and he got shot. Wow. No, it's not a good place. I wouldn't like to live in USA. No, because I heard stories and no, for me safety is the most important thing in life really. Maybe you can be happy wherever you want, but you need to be safe. If not, it's a problem. Maybe you are walking on the street and a thief shot you. No. We are shifting and I hate USA. Everyone sees US differently. I can't take anymore. And I live in a better part of the state, but still I feel unsafe there. Yes, I agree with you. I never lived in USA, but I heard stories and I agree with you. But I don't know if India, maybe India is not safer than USA, but I think India will grow a lot in the next years. India will be a potential power economy in the world. Maybe United States are going down, and China is there. But maybe India, Pakistan, these countries will improve, and they will become in a new power country. So I suppose it's a good decision, and I prefer visit India than USA. So I prefer have a friend in India and USA. So you have to go to India to live. But tell me about that, because it's the most important thing. Where do you live? Where you live. I decided to live in Switzerland and I would like to remain here, but I don't know, maybe if I don't find a job in Switzerland, maybe I have to go to another part, and this is the most important thing. You have to decide where you want to live. Chema says Chema wants David Raya as first choice in the Spanish national team, because now the first goalkeeper, the first choice is Unai Simón, and Unai Simón, okay, he did it well, but he is a goalkeeper of Athletic de Bilbao. It's not the best team in Spain, and even worse, he is doing horrible performances this season. So David Raya is the second goal choice in the Spanish team, so maybe he deserves to be the first choice. For me, I would choose Joan Garcia, the Football Club Barcelona's goalkeeper. It's my opinion. But David Raya, obviously, he plays very, very well with his feet. But I think Joan Garcia is better. But we will see. And Christopher says, in India, at least, there is no guns. Perfect. And there is zero racism. Zero racism for Indian people. But for example, if I go to India, they are racist with me because I think racism is a general problem in the whole world. In each country, there is the same problem because racism is fear to the unknown. For example, okay, this is different like me, so okay, I'm afraid, so I hate you because you are different. It's when people are afraid, that's the problem. Therefore there is racism. But I think this is in every country. I don't know. Tell me about India, but I suppose if I go to India, I'm the white guy. This is different. Maybe he should be rich. He must be rich. I'm going to rob him. I'm a poor guy from Spain. A poor guy in Spain, even poorest in Switzerland. But maybe this, I don't know. What do you think, Christopher? And also, we are going to go to like a rich society. As I said, India is the best for the rich and the worst for the poor. Yeah. So maybe you have to be rich, and in that moment, go to India. Okay. Firstly, I will become a rich people in Switzerland, and then I will go to to India to live. Christopher said to Chema, Raya the goat, you trust him and he will prove you right. Yeah. Wow. The replay of Jokeres goal, very, very strong. Okay, 7 minutes of stoppage time. 7 minutes. And I'm very, very comfortable with you, my friends. Chema, I don't know if Chema is understanding. No, Chema is not here now. Yes, it's normal. He doesn't speak English, and my English is very, very easy words. I speak slow with Spanish mistakes, so I think it's easy to follow me if you are Spanish. But Chema doesn't speak English, so it's normal. Thank you, Chema, for watching even in English. You are the best after Christopher. Now, in this channel, Christopher is the best. And Jokeres goal again. the second goal of Jokeres, 1-4 Tottenham. Poor Tottenham. Poor Tottenham. Poor Spurs. Poor Spurs. 1 Tottenham 1, Arsenal 4. My brother will be happy. And also our best friend Christopher. Christopher said, I will teach you some English short forms in terms of text. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you, my friend. I want to learn English, so for me it's perfect. But I would like to help you in something, but yeah, if you want to learn Spanish, we can do a tandem, a conversation, half a conversation in Spanish, half a conversation in English or Italian. If you want to learn Italian, I also can. I'm also able to speak Italian fluently. So, but after that, I don't know how can I help you, Christopher. Okay, the match is almost finished. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Arsenal 4. Arsenal have, let me check, 61 points. Manchester City 56 points. If they win the next match, 59 points, 2 points behind Arsenal yet. And Christopher, I need to eat something, or I need to have something to eat, because I'm hungry, very, very hungry. It's 7:36 or 7:30 in Switzerland, and I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm hungry. I need to cook. I need to wash the dishes, because yesterday I didn't wash the dishes, so I have to clean. I have to wash the dishes, and I have to cook. So, and I'm hungry. So, I'm sorry, Christopher. I would like to keep this conversation. I'm very happy to read your comments, but I need to eat, my friend. Bye, my friend. Thank you for watching. Next time, maybe next weekend, another English football match, or if you want, you can practice Spanish or Italian, like Chema did today. Thank you, my friend. It's been a pleasure. A big hug. Bye, Christopher.